Good evening. Welcome to our regular board meeting. Today is January 7th and the time is 6:48. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're go move right into the citizens' comments. I'm apologizing that. Wait, no. Okay. All right. Could we have a roll call, Becky?
Ms. Flicksham Marquez. Present. Mr. Cummins.
Present.
Ms. Martinez Santiago. Present. Ms. Chiarenza. Present. And Mr. Creedon.
Present. Call this meeting to order. The first item is citizens' comments. We were a little late today, but we apologize. We came back from breaks and it was quite a few, we started at 5:15 and there was quite a few things that popped up. So our apologies. We really try and listen to you, and the citizens' comments are one of the main ways we can do that. With that, I'd like to call Ezra Hadim. Did I come close? All right. It'll turn. There, you got it.
How's everyone today? Good. Okay, great. So I just wanted to bring up the water bottle ban at our school at the Poughkeepsie High School. I've gotten a lot of people like talking about how like this is unfair, blah blah blah. Like a lot of people don't like the fact that they're not getting water from their house or like being able to bring a water bottle to school. And I heard someone beat someone with the water bottle, but there was an incident last year where a student had a Chromebook and threw the Chromebook at someone else. It just doesn't seem fair that we're restricting people of a water bottle when one person made a mistake and it's affecting everybody else. But when someone throws a Chromebook, we don't ban Chromebooks. You get what I mean?
We're not allowed to engage in back and forth with you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, so you made your statement very clear.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Know where you stand on this current regulation. And Greg, could we follow up with that?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I do appreciate you taking the time to come out this evening to express yourself. Congratulations to you. So we hear you loud and clear with your concerns. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. The next speaker is Lori Sandow.
Lori Sandow, South Grand Avenue. I don't come to these meetings all that often anymore because I have to make a choice between skipping or being late to other meetings that are important to me, as important as these meetings also are. So I'm actually going to begin with something that's rather old, but I think still present. In October, I wrote to this administration as well as every member of the board, and I wrote the following on October 1st. All I can do is shake my head in disbelief and dismay that the Poughkeepsie City School District would schedule both professional development and a school board meeting leading into, as well as taking place on the eve of any major religious holiday. In this case, the holiday is Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar year, which begins at sundown, tonight, October 1. Why am I raising it? Because not a single person answered that email. And obviously, these meetings went ahead as scheduled. So I hope this district will be more respectful to every religion, race, and creed that has any relationship to this city and to the district. I'm very happy to see that the community square, the parent community square portal was suddenly restored. I had to advocate for months for it to be created under Dr. Rosser, and then without notice or warning, it disappeared. So I suddenly got a notice in my email the other day that a new account for me had been created. But what do I get through that portal? I get exactly nothing other than a notice of school board meetings on the very day that the board is meeting. I made a choice to come here tonight and be late to another meeting, but not everyone can drop their plans on the very day of a notice and show up at these meetings. And I think if you're really interested in having the public involved and knowledgeable about what's going on in the district, that these notices can and should be sent in a better and more timely way. And I'll just say that I send a calendar, an extensive calendar to people in this city about all kinds of events. And I have to go out of my way to look up when are the district board meetings and hunt for links. And these are parents, grandparents, relatives, family, friends, people involved in caring about what's going on in this city. And for me to have to struggle to give them any information about what's going on in this district, and especially about school board meetings, does just, I'll say it kindly, it doesn't make sense to me. I look forward to restoration of Zoom attendance at these meetings. I don't think YouTube is an adequate format, and whatever attack occurred, I don't think that's reason enough to not have found a way to restore Zoom attendance. And also to arrange the agenda in such a way that parents who are busy and probably watching over Zoom or YouTube while they're making their family dinners or watching their kids, helping their kids do homework or any other event that goes on in a home in the evening, should not have to wait sometimes for hours for the most issues most important to them to come up in these meetings. I already spoke to the late delivery of notices about meetings, and they're not posted to Facebook at all, although I personally don't think that Facebook or the district website are the best ways to communicate. I'm sorry.
We're getting down to the time. Just
I'm
go
nearly
be
done.
nice.
If
all right.
you'll
Thank you.
give me the opportunity, thank you. Especially you have the portal, and I just don't think that the portal, I have no idea what goes out specifically to Parent Square, but certainly not to the community. I'll just say the failure to notify in advance about PCSD programs that might interest or otherwise be attended, supported, or applauded by City of Poughkeepsie residents is really, it's unbelievably unfortunate for so many good things to be happening in this district: concerts, art shows, trips, and for them to be reported after the fact or not reported at all in a way that the community can show up and show their support and applause for the students.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
comments. Happy New Year's. Mr. Mott, The floor is yours for the superintendent report.
Thank you, Mr. Creed. I'm going to keep this real brief. Just wanted to really give a shout out to all of the young people who are scheduled, who are here today. Let's give them a round of applause. I know they may be here for those civic duties. Just want to give them some recognition for being here today, and I know they need some signatures. So at some point in time, the meeting may get a little long. I've asked Miss Turner, maybe Dr. Palmer, if you can, young people, if you can look over to your immediate left, you'll see two people here that can sign your documents if you need to leave a little early. All right. So, Mr. Creedon, I don't have a superintendent report today, so we're going to move quickly through the agenda.
All right. Anybody want the SAFE committee? Oh, but we don't have the aficionado.
No.
Right, so we're on to the SAFE committee. Yeah. Yes, that's, you thought I had that right, Becky.
Well, before our students leave, Ezra, is that your name? That's how you pronounce your name? Keep this energy that you have. Keep this fun. I really enjoy you. I want to find you after somewhere. We can hang out together and we'll do some good stuff in this community. I see a bright future from your personality here. So keep that up. Don't let anyone dim that light, okay? People used to tell me I was crazy, and look at me now. So, so SAVE committee. Two things that came up in the SAVE committee meeting that I think is important for the board. Mr. Ma also. First is about I guess employee safety. I would say employee safety. There were concerns about the greeters not having heat. It was a big concern actually for the greeters not having heat in their booths, having the doors swinging in and out, open and close all day, and having that draft, and them not having any source of heat. So we can figure out some way to address that issue. I'm big on employee safety. If we can just give them a little bit of heat, I think that would be appropriate. I'm not sure. I'm sure there were people on the call who could handle it. I'm not sure if it has been handled, but that was something that came up, and they were very vocal about that. And then the other thing was school uniforms. Was something that came up and was very vocal also. I'm a huge proponent of school uniform, especially at our elementary school level. But I think that's something the board, Mr. Mott, I think that's something we should look into, how uniforms could affect our students, the morale in the schools, the behaviors in the schools. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Yeah, it sounds kind of low. Yeah, morale in the schools, behaviors in the schools. When I was in elementary school, we all wore uniforms. I didn't wear clothes, nice, fresh clothes, Jordans until sixth grade. So, and I know the struggle of that, but I think if we can look into how we can bring back uniforms, especially at least for elementary school kids, maybe that'd be a pilot, a start. One idea that came up was colored t-shirts for each school, have a different colored t-shirts and khaki pants. Something simple that parents won't have to break the bank. And I don't think we'll have parents struggling in August to go out and buy these expensive clothes when they can just pick up some uniforms for the student. But those two things came up often in our SAFE committee meeting. And that's all I have to report.
Thank you. Capital Improvements and Facilities Committee. There was a brief meeting. There was a meeting between, there's much more work on the way, and we're in the process of closing out some and starting a lot of new projects, and we're trying to balance that with the facilities at the middle school, especially with some of the work downstairs in the bathrooms and the locker rooms. And it was a good time. Basically, everybody took a cleansing breath and said, okay, we got through half of the year. And looked at what the next rollout would be. Is that a decent? Do you have anything to add? I'm going to call on you, or you aren't on? Okay, all right. Then the next one is the Finance Committee. And I'm trying to think if.
That's me.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Unfortunately, we were not able to meet in December due to illness. I look forward to continuing with our meetings moving forward.
All right. The
Yes.
the audit committee is us. And you know, what? It's right. I said it was May. All right. You know, we had a meeting. The budget was a few things we sort of left to the last minute, and we're hurrying to get into place as we move forward. But we didn't, I guess from a community standpoint, we're on track, getting ready for the budget. And there was nothing came at us out of left field, but probably a little more attention to our timing so we don't have to rush to complete things in 2 weeks, 2 days before the submittal. Is that a fair synopsis? All right. So there's the audit committee. Student achievement.
The Student Achievement Committee met on December 10th with Mr. Creedon and Ms. Turner present. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, January 13th from 3 to 4:30 p.m. In this meeting, it was more of a planning meeting where we focused on aligning our committee work with Ms. Turner's KPIs and looking also at the blueprint for excellence. In the 5 meetings that we'll have in the remainder of the school year, we're going to invite various members from the admin team to speak to us on themes that we've outlined.
Thank you. Student support committee.
Palmer and Mr. Wilson, we talked about the various needs of our students with exceptionalities. It is a broad community, and support is definitely needed. We talked about, which is interesting, about Mr. Wilson's part and what he does, and also Dr. Palmer merging together, because the students with exceptionalities, sometimes you have issues with behaviors and certain things. So the two persons can work together, then they can know what each one is doing. So it was good to meet and be able to understand that all of us in the district working together with each division head is imperative, because most of the time one knows what the other one is doing. It's just a coming together of that. So it was really good. Just more support with our students with exceptionalities. We need that, more instruction, and it was just really good. They, was asked to bring to the meeting, and we have another meeting coming up the next Friday. So we're doing pretty good with our student support in regards to the students with exceptionality and the overall support for the district.
All right. Thank you, Eleanor. Fatima, policy committee.
Policy committee, we also were not able to meet in December due to my illness. We will be meeting this Friday and continuing the good work. This evening, we do have presented for the board second readings, which at this point, I'm under the assumption every board member had an opportunity to review, and we're moving forward with approval. Thank you.
Dutchess County School Board liaison. I'm trying to. Alan.
That's me, yeah.
All right.
We have an upcoming meeting. There's nothing much to report, but we have an upcoming meeting coming up. So I plan on being able to report back the next meeting.
Thank you, Eleanor. Common Council liaison. Is that? I no, you're an employee. We don't trust you. I'm only kidding. Yeah. We'll talk about that next time. Right.
Okay.
All right. All right. We do have an update. Maybe there was a meeting with the Children's Cabinet maybe you could give a brief summary of that meeting.
The Children's Cabinet and Board did meet for a retreat, and we spoke about goals and objectives and the focus of the Children's Cabinet moving into the future. And we do have an upcoming meeting as well. So that's just a brief overview of the last meeting mid-December. Thank you, Mr. Creedon.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Greg. Sorry to spring that on you. We are moving on to the consent agenda. Are there any agenda items to be pulled?
$17.1.
You just want. How's the easiest way to just allow a statement on 17.1? Yeah, just a statement. Yeah, go ahead. Can Jamar just make the statement? Go ahead, Jamar.
I did have a quick little conversation with board member, our trustee Martinez Santiago about we need to, not that I want to make any more work on people, but as I've said to you guys all, I like more information than less information. And there's just, when we're sending our kids on trips and out of the state and places, we need more information than less information. I need timeline. You're picking them up at 7:30. You guys get on the road at 8 o'clock. I feel like if we're going to be passing these type of things, we need to know all the information. Where the museum, I shouldn't have to Google where the Holocaust Museum is at in DC. We should have the address. Just more information than less information. If we can create a policy so that these type of things can stop coming in front of the board without a lot of more information. What was there is good. It's a description of how this trip is going to edify the curriculum, but there wasn't real information as what the trip what they're doing on this trip, where they're going, who they're going to be, So that's the only thing I want to say. I would not vote no on this. I'll vote yes because I want them to go on this trip, but I think we do need to create some type of policy so that we can ensure everyone's doing the same thing across the board and we all have more information and then less information.
Thank you very much, Jamar. All right. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda items that include the following sessions: district clerk, treasurer, personnel, pupil personnel, finance and administration, and superintendent? Is there a second?
So moved.
Second.
Verbal? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Motion passed. All right. We're now moving on to the action items. We're going to start with 18.1. This policy is a second reading. All right. It's the policy reading of 100, non-discrimination and equal opportunities. Any discussion?
Yeah, can we approve them all
All right.
collectively?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. So for anybody who's following along, you'll see that there were
18.14.
2.1 to 18.14.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
18.5. I'll get in there. 15, I'm sorry. 15. It's.
All right. All right. The next item is 18.15, settlement and release agreement. Any discussion or
Motion.
motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
So discussion? We don't discuss it, you're right. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. I got it. Settlement and release agreement resolution 18.6, resolution 26.94.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right. All right, we have a walk-on. 19.2 collectors returns of tax warrant. Do I have a
Motion to walk it on first.
motion to walk it on?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. A motion to pass. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, can I have a motion to pass?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that takes us to board. All right. Gotcha. This is the old one. It was taken off. Gotcha. All right. Superintendent comments.
Well, thank you, Board President. Well, students, it looked like you made it through an entire meeting because we're coming to a conclusion here today early. So, yeah, Happy New Year. That's correct. Yeah, Happy New Year. And it truly is Happy New Year. Hope each and every one of our community members did have a restful winter break. And we are now into the 26th calendar year and looking forward to the countdown of the school year. Want to also congratulate our athletic department and want to thank all of our local area superintendents and the Section 9 committee for supporting Poughkeepsie and rejoining Section 9. That's going to just be quite wonderful for all of our students. We can clap on that one because that is huge. It does help with our mission of really supporting our kids, putting kids first. Now they can have extended time in their classrooms and have a more balanced approach to the fairness to athletic games across the board. So congratulations to Dr. Jefferson. Thank Ms. Turner as well, the two of them for their hard work in this regard. So once again, congratulations. All right. In that regard, I'm going to continue with this quick meeting and conclude my comments, and I'm going to pass it over back to you, Mr. Board President.
Thank you. Naomi?
I wanted to thank the teams that worked on the flooding situation at Krieger. I know that was a big surprise for all of the Krieger staff, the students, and the families. It was a very quick turnaround on that situation, so thank you for everyone who worked on that to resolve it quickly. And I just wanted to briefly name the importance of civic awareness. I know we talk about that almost at each meeting. Global events, including what we're seeing in Venezuela, remind us that schools play a role in helping students grow into informed and engaged members of a democracy. And that awareness is part of education and not separate from it. And that's it for this evening.
Thank you, Naomi. Jamar?
Thank you. Just to piggyback off of that, if any students are listening, the situation in Venice, these are the times where people say you're living in history, right? When things are happening, events are happening, you don't know that these are things 20 years, 30, 40 years from now that people are going to say are history. When I was in 5th grade, it was 9/11. So you guys are living through the pandemic, you're living through Venezuela, you're living through the issues out in Gaza. You guys are living through some of the most transformative movements and wars and unrest that's happened around the world. Sit in that for a while and really learn about why and how the world has gotten to where we are today. Take some time to do research. And when I say research, not just from what you see on social media. I just learned what Discord was last week, not what you hear on Discord or Twitter or what's it, X and Facebook and Instagram. Read about what is going on and how we've gotten here. Just to make yourselves more informed, especially our high school students. You guys are the next generation of voters. So you want to make sure the decisions and the votes you make are not from a place of emotion, but a place of information. So start now, learn about what's going on. You guys are living in history. In 1914, during the flu, Spanish flu, I don't think people thought about, living through that. And now we learn about that, and it led to, vaccines and things that are helping to protect us now today. So what you're living today, in 30 years, you're going to see the effects of it. And you should know and teach yourselves and the future children. Beyond that, over the break, Mr. Mott, I remember me and you, we had a conversation because, as everyone knows, literacy is my number one thing. And I wanted to bring that conversation back up about when I was in elementary school, and I'm sorry I always talk about myself and my experiences, but it's good. The stuff I learned in this district is the reason why I am the person I am today. But the 100-book reading challenge, I think is something we should think about bringing back. Is someone scuff? She don't like to read? Oh, okay. Sorry. The 100-book reading challenge, it was so great. It was something that really, really, really at the elementary school level helped me learn to comprehend. My reading level, it came up higher. And it was just fun. It was just fun to know at the end of the year, I was a part of a group of students who read 100 books, got an award, ice cream social and pizza from our superintendent. It was just fun to be with other students throughout the district, knowing that we achieved that challenge. So I think an easy way for us to encourage literacy is to challenge our students to be more literate. And I'll leave it there. Thank you.
We're on the same page. I really appreciate that endorsement. You're going to hear something about Poughkeepsie Read in the very near future.
Thank you, Jamar. Fatima?
I do appreciate very much those comments that you made, colleague Cummings, because I do agree that we need to encourage our kids to be more literate. Because I envision our students to be our leaders, our shakers and movers. I have high expectations for all of you. It's the reason why I'm here. And sacrifice the time because I want to tiny bit of a pinch that opens the door to your future, I hope. I'm going to keep it light this evening, but I want to say my son said the other day about teachers in his school that I won't mention who they were. And he said, Mommy, this one's really good. Like, Miss Murphy good. So shout out again to you, Miss Murphy. We're going through some really difficult times in our world around us. Communities hurting right now very deeply. There's something within our souls that is just earth-shaking. And the promise of tomorrow are you guys that are here in this room, our students. Thank you.
Eleanor?
I just want to say, I'm starting to see that parents are coming out more to cheer on their children, the students, and I think that's amazing. For the young students, check out our Facebook, our YouTube page. It's amazing. The things that I see you guys doing is awesome. Keep up the good work. More focus on your academics, and also in the future, Mr. Mott, if we could have like financial literacy. I think we already have a program, but a lot of the schools are starting to do it. We need to know how to budget money. You're our future homeowners, future business owners. Financial literacy is important. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say bravo. I started seeing the work at 55 College.
Okay, you did.
And it's starting to it improves the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. Because it was a long time coming. And again, bravo for our section 9, so our students won't have to travel to west, I don't know where, and they can get rest and be able to get up in the morning and go to school. Thank you all.
Before I give my comment,
If you don't mind.
Mr. Mott?
Yes. I believe we have one of our English teachers from our high school is in the audience today. Is that true? Ms. Velasco. Let's give her a round of applause. Ms. Velasco, tonight, board, you just approved her tenure. Let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for your diligence every day in working with our students, planning for the developmental needs of all of our kids and getting them prepared for life beyond. So really appreciate you even being here today. I just wanted to recognize you. So, and thank my staff as well for bringing it to my attention that you were sitting in the audience. So congratulations again to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. So I'm the only person between now and closing. I like to honor your tenure. It's a big deal. It's a lot of hard work. I can't imagine how long it's a big, tall hill to go up. With that said, we're starting the second half of our year. I see some swimmers and you're not in section 9 yet, so you know who you'll be swimming against still this year. All right. And when we look at the future and starting the new year, we've had a lot of ups and downs, and we will just continue to do our best and hopefully listen to you. So keep those comments coming. And thank you everyone for coming tonight. Do I have a motion to adjourn? A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
7:25, a new record.